Ashley was driving home in her new luxury car when a patrol car pulled her over during an afternoon patrol. Officer Cullen saw a black girl in an expensive car and assumed it was stolen. "Look at that little girl in the car. We have a problem in this neighborhood," Karen told new Officer Oliver, suspecting theft based on recent property crimes. "I don't think she can afford this car. Maybe she stole it, or maybe her parents are in the illegal business," Oliver replied without being too definitive. "No way," Karen sneered. "An immigrant can't afford that kind of car. An immigrant can't afford a car like that. Either she stole it or her parents are in the illegal business." Determined, Karen stopped Ashley and drove off. Ashley was surprised by the encounter and wondered why she was stopped. "What are you doing in this car?" Karen questioned suspiciously. "It was a present from my parents for my 18th birthday. I don't think your parents could afford to buy you a car like this." Karen looked at Ashley with disdain as she replied, "No way. My parents aren't involved in anything illegal. My dad is a police captain and my mom is a real estate agent. They bought it for me as a birthday present." "So they bought it for me," Ashley explained. "Get out of the car right now," Karen ordered. "I really don't like being treated like a criminal. I have done nothing wrong and I will not allow you to violate my rights. I'm not getting out of the car. This is not fair," Ashley insisted as she held out the papers proving her ownership. "My parents bought me this car for my 18th birthday." Meanwhile, Officer Oliver, sensing foul play, pulled Karen aside. "Hey, Officer Cullen, can I have a word with you?" he asked. "Of course," Karen replied. "I think she's telling the truth. Her parents may be wealthy and have the original paperwork for the car. Let's let her go without unnecessarily escalating the situation," Oliver suggested. But Karen remained firm. "Oliver, there is a lot you need to figure out about how things work. Appearances can be deceiving, and we can't just release someone on the plea of innocence. A thorough investigation is needed, but she has committed no crime." Oliver tried to convince Karen. "If you have nothing else to say, you'd better shut up and watch," Karen warned sharply, returning to Ashley's car to try to find evidence to support her suspicions. "Hey, you're wasting your time. I told you to get out of the car. I want to check it out," Karen insisted, dragging Ashley out of the car. As the situation intensified, Ashley felt a mixture of frustration and confusion. As Ashley bent her head and sobbed, Karen continued to search the car. After a few minutes, Officer Cullen pulled out a small bag of white substance. "You told me you didn't steal the car and your parents weren't involved in any illegal business. Explain to me what this is doing in the car," Karen questioned as she showed Ashley the white stuff. "No," Ashley replied, "it's not mine. I swear it's not mine. I don't do drugs and my parents are innocent. I don't know how that thing got in my car," Ashley tearfully pleaded. Karen handcuffed Ashley and took her to the police station. "I told you she was a criminal, that's proof," Karen told Oliver. Karen drove to the police station as Ashley continued to plead her innocence. When they arrived, Ashley could no longer contain her pain and began screaming at her father. "Shut up," he said. Karen warned her, "Don't yell out here," but Ashley persisted, drawing the attention of everyone present. Captain Oliver heard her daughter-like voice and rushed out of the office. "Ashley, what are you doing here? What crime have you committed? Why are you in handcuffs?" Captain Oliver was shocked to see his precious daughter. "I didn't do anything, Dad," she said. "I think I'm being framed. This officer arrested me and accused me of a crime I knew nothing about," Ashley explained to her father. "Is that true, Officer Cullen?" Captain Oliver questioned. "Sir, I didn't know she was your daughter, but we found illegal drugs in her car." I believe she is involved in the drug business, which is against the law, Karen said. You must be mistaken. My daughter is very responsible and she cannot do that. There is a misunderstanding somewhere, said Captain Oliver, defending his daughter. Karen, however, made a bold accusation against Captain Oliver. If that's the case, what else do you do besides being a captain? Are you also in the illegal drug business? If this was found in her car, how much could be found in your house? Upset but nonplussed, Captain Oliver replied, How dare you say such a thing about the captain? I never liked you. Something has been fishy since day one. I am going to investigate this matter, and Karen walked away from the inspector. Captain Oliver, angered by Karen's attitude, felt the need to get to the bottom of the false accusations against his daughter. He returned to his office and pondered how he could bring justice for his daughter. Ashley, I've got something for you. I'm really sorry about all this and I'm working hard to get you out of here, Captain Oliver reassured his daughter. With tears streaming down her face, Ashley insisted. I believe you, Ashley. There's no way you can do that. Captain Oliver renewed his resolve. Dad, do you know if anyone was there when this happened? Oliver asked as Ashley continued to cry. But I don't know his name. Ashley tried to remember the officer. Based on her description, Captain Oliver brought up 3 pictures of male officers that seemed to fit Ashley's description. When he showed her the first photo, she exclaimed, He was with her when this happened. I believe he would tell the truth that I am innocent. This is Officer Henry. He's a new cop. I'm going to ask him what he knows. Be strong for me and your mother. We love you and you'll be out of here soon, Captain Oliver reassured Ashley before walking away, determined to reveal the truth. When Captain Oliver returned to his office, Officer Henry was waiting for him. I was just about to call you in, Captain Oliver said as he took a seat. Captain Oliver took his seat. I may be a rookie cop, but I know the difference between right and wrong. Speaking up for the truth is what I've been taught, Henry explained. Take a look at this. Henry pulled out his cell phone and played the video for the captain. Unbelievable, Oliver exclaimed. I didn't know she was your daughter. I suggested that she be released, but Officer Cullen insisted that we find something to involve her in. When she couldn't, she looked around nervously. So I decided to take a video. I sensed that she might be up to something bad. When she thought no one was watching, she pulled a small bag of drugs out of her pocket. She placed it in the car and a few minutes later began to claim that Ashley was on drugs. When she showed it to me, I was shocked. I'm sure Ashley is innocent, Captain Oliver said proudly of Henry's actions. I don't know what you could have done for me. My daughter remembered you were with Karen, and she wanted to call you. I was hoping you would prove her innocence. This video evidence shows that you are a good man, and I am proud of you. I need a copy of the video. Keep this between us. The investigation will take place soon. Of course, sir. I will keep your secret, Henry assured him, shaking Oliver's hand as they left the office. Inspector Oliver promptly arranged for his daughter's release and asked for the cooperation of Internal Affairs to investigate Karen. Why did you let her go? Karen stormed into the inspector's office without knocking and raised her voice. Because she's your daughter and you know she committed a crime, she yelled. We will know who committed the crime or not when a proper investigation is conducted. Now get out of my office, Oliver ordered firmly. Fine, I'll leave. But just know that your actions will not go unpunished, Karen retorted angrily. While Inspector Oliver and IAD delved deeper into the investigation, Karen now looked for a way to trap the inspector. A week later, S discovered shocking information about Karen. It turned out that Karen had not only framed a number of individuals, especially targeting blacks, but was also deeply involved in drug-related activities. As a police officer, she was secretly working with illegal groups involved in drug trafficking. Karen even used her position as a police officer to help transport drugs from one state to another in order to avoid suspicion. When this revelation came to light, Captain Oliver was devastated. Not only had she framed people, but she had played a key role in illegal drug activity, raising serious concerns about her integrity as a law enforcement officer. The next day at the police station, Captain Oliver addressed everyone and gave a short speech praising the officer for consistently being truthful regardless of the circumstances. Recording on the projector. The video, captured by Officer Henry, revealed that Officer Cullen had framed Ashley for placing illegal drugs in Ashley's car. Cullen's actions took the entire room of officers by surprise. One of the officers asked, "Why would you do that, Karen?" Karen didn't answer, but bowed her head in shame. "She did more than that," said one of the policemen. "She was also secretly working with an illegal group involved in drug trafficking. It was hard to catch her because she was a cop. This has been going on for years, and I am relieved that the truth is finally coming out. We have more evidence in this file and have arrested one of the members of the group and confirmed that Karen was in charge of the transportation," explained Inspector Oliver, further elaborating on the extent of Karen's wrongdoing. During a solemn moment at the police station, the disappointed police chief announced the results of the investigation into Officer Cullen's actions to the assembled officers. "As you are aware, we have conducted a comprehensive investigation into Officer Cullen's conduct. The results of our investigation have been carefully reviewed by both our Internal Investigations Department and our Disciplinary Review Committee. Today, I must share with you the results of this exhaustive process. Officer Cullen, based on the evidence and the seriousness of your actions, I find you guilty. The charges against you are that you falsely arrested an innocent individual and engaged in illegal conduct while using your police uniform as a cover. These acts have not only trampled upon the confidence placed in you as a law enforcement officer, but have also seriously tarnished the image of our nation's police organization. Therefore, it is with regret and a commitment to uphold the integrity of our police department that I must announce your immediate removal from your position as a police officer. We cannot tolerate such a breach of trust and violation of the law. This decision is not made lightly, but is necessary to maintain the public's confidence in our ability to perform our duties. The actions of one individual should not overshadow the dedication and professionalism of the majority of our officers. We will continue to work hard to build trust with our communities and uphold the values that define our profession. I encourage each of you to remain committed to the principles of justice, fairness, and integrity that guide our work as law enforcement officers. Thank you." This detailed announcement by the police chief aimed to clarify the specific charges and reasons for Officer Cullen's termination and underscored the police department's commitment to maintaining its integrity and the public's trust. After Officer Cullen was fired, the police station was quiet for a while. The officers were deeply surprised and looked at each other, trying to grasp the gravity of the situation. Some officers found it difficult to comprehend that their colleagues would act in a manner contrary to the values they believed in as law enforcement professionals. Captain Oliver again spoke to all of them. "Officer Cullen's actions are damaging to our reputation and the trust of our community. But it is also an opportunity to show that we are committed to doing the right thing." Officer Henry's courage in telling the truth earned him praise from the department and the community as the news spread. Officer Cullen was held legally responsible for his actions. This whole situation was a reason for everyone in the police department to be more open, do the right thing, and commit to working better with the community.